Did y'all know Colonel Sanders wasn't selling chicken at the damn gas station? He was selling okra. Yeah. They should have called it Kentucky Fried
The way you
Kentucky Fried Green Tomatoes. All right, I'll see y'all later.
All right. Week 8.
Guys, I'm letting you know I'm looking
Happy
at
birthday.
I'm letting y'all know I'm looking at cowgirl boots right now. I'm looking at cowgirl boots right now.
We have to share our plan.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
In a week.
Special guest Jay is
Jay's
back.
still here.
Hello.
Hello, Jay. So Finn, Jay, and I are going to be at the Battle at the Bowl.
Woo.
I'm gonna be President Kristen Applebee's.
I'm gonna be security detail Fig,
And I'm going to be campaign manager Riz.
and we're gonna be handing out campaign stickers. Hopefully,
This means I have the most expensive thing out of all of you guys because
Yeah.
I
I
need to
have
get.
to
a whole
draw
cowboy.
and buy the stickers.
Okay, that's true.
I have
That's
to
true.
do-
If that plan works out.
If it works out.
I have-
and,
works
and
out.
the buttons.
I have to
If
do
it works out,
literally
too,
nothing.
yes.
I already have my entire outfit.
I also need to buy all of my stuff.
I need a yellow flannel. I need a cowboy hat. I need cowboy boots. I would like to have a nice little cowboy belt. Weirdly enough, I already have a cowboy tie from when I was a cowboy for Halloween, but it's black, just like all my other cowboy things, which is why I need new cowboy things that are not black.
Finn is going to look like Kristen in this game.
Yeah.
You could do a bolo tie.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
meant. That's
yeah.
what I meant. That's what I have.
Yeah. So yeah, if any of y'all are going to be at Battle at the Bowl, look out.
And if this
Look
video
out
comes
for-
out before the
It will come out before Battle at the Bowl. Trust, I am an editing machine.
Come say hi to us. You won't recognize.
No, wait, no, please don't. I'm scared.
Yeah, come say hi to us.
If
You'll
you
notice
find
us
us.
because we'll look fucking weird. We'll be looking weird and handing out campaign stickers.
If that
Vote-
works out.
Vote Applebee's, bro.
If that works out.
We
And
really
also,
hope
if you voted for Kipper the lead dog color,
it. Yes, we're going to be handing out.
well, I'll also have stickers for that, hopefully.
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 I really need to
Tentatively.
keep
Yes.
pushing out that.
We are now-
If that works out.
We are
But,
now fraternizing with the enemy.
Yeah.
Kipper Lily Coppercuttle.
Let's go. I miss her.
Let's go. All right.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot.
I'll be back.
Crunch time, Kristen. This is the final week before spring fling, so it's time to lock it in and really make an impact.
Oh man, already? I could have sworn we had more time.
The dance is this weekend. The dance that you've been planning. How did that slip your mind?
I'm feeling a lot of judgment right now.
Hey. Hey. Oh my gosh, it sounds like the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you're cute, charming, funny, and literally a hero. You're the full package and my favorite cleric.
I'm your only cleric.
So seal it with a kiss and we can finally see if we can make things official. Where is Kipper Lily?
Seal it with a kiss. I like the sound of that.
Where is Kipper Lily? Oh, go get him, Girlie. I believe in you.
Yeehaw! Let's do this.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
That's what I'm gonna look like.
All right. Let's see. Right. Didn't expect the whole school.
School.
Outside. Outside.
Okay.
Is she gonna fucking murk us? Is she gonna murk us like
A
they
remote
murked
location
Lucy?
in the woods. All right. Reel it in, everybody.
Okay, so it's probably gonna give us Lucy first. So do we want to start with Kipper Lily, or what do we want to do? Lucy. It's either gonna be Lucy or Kipper Lily first.
Let's do Lucy first.
Lucy
Let's
first?
say, because I hear this is a real thing.
Yeah, I'm really looking.
I'm
forward.
scared. I keep seeing people post about this with like the
We have to save it
SpongeBob
for
and the bloody
last.
back rooms.
We have to save it for last. All right, to the outside.
To the outside.
Outside. There's an odd nervousness in your stomach as you wait for Lucy, and it's not just the prospect of getting to spend time with her. You swing the picnic basket in your hand absently, trying to calm yourself. So what if you're going into the Far Haven Woods today? So what if it's where you saw Lucy for the first time in the form of a dead body? It's fine. You're fine. More
word.
importantly, Lucy is fine with it. She had been the one to suggest having the picnic there. Clearly, the woods are meaningful to her. You're broken out of your thoughts by Lucy herself. She's holding her own basket, which you see holds a cake container.
Yeah.
Through the clear plastic, you can see the delicate gray swirls of sesame on the top layer of the cheesecake.
Man, that looks so good.
Kristen?
Hello to you too, Kristen.
You grin, and she smiles back. You don't miss the way she pauses and examines you more closely.
Hey, Lucy. Can't wait to try that cheesecake.
Same. I think it's gonna taste amazing.
Did you already try any?
Not yet. I wanted us to try it for the first time together.
Aw.
Are you ready to go?
You bet. Lead the way.
It's a clear, beautiful day, the sun bright and warm on your skin. You still can't quite shake off that unease, though, and you feel Lucy's piercing, shrewd gaze on you. You get the feeling she's expecting you to say something, and you sigh.
I feel like 2 is... What does that even mean?
Yeah.
So 3 or 1? What do you think?
You make the call.
I don't want to make the call. Jay, make the call.
You're asking me for a decision.
Right. Do you have any opinion, at least?
Guys, I gotta talk about this real quick. Speaking of Jay and decisions, I once sat in a Foot Locker in Times Square with Jay
No, it was a Journeys.
Sorry. I once sat in a Journeys for 2 hours with Jay in Times Square because they couldn't choose between 2 pairs of shoes. And sometimes I remember that when it's like,
Hey,
here, Jay, why don't you make the call?
One of them was blue with stripes, and the other one was Batman colors.
2 very different shoes.
And that required, I can't even remember, what made you decide? I can't remember. Was it?
I was getting anxious and I felt like I had to decide because I had texted my parents and my mom got really mad at me for making it seem like we weren't well off enough for them to buy shoes for me.
Oh.
Crazy word.
Oh. So we got the Batman shoes. We were with my mom, by the way. That was fun.
Yeah.
We were all in New York.
And then I was convinced your mom hated me.
No. My mom loves you the most.
Your mom is... I was going to say something so kind about your mother, and then you said that. I don't like you.
No.
I was going to say your mom is the jawbone of our friends.
My mom is the jawbone of our friends. Anyways, I'm kidding.
Whenever Jay and I hang out, we sit in the car and say, I wish Finn were here to tell us where to go. And then we call
what to
Finn.
do.
All right, how about we go with the... Fuck. Let me just...
Studying the scripture.
Let me study the scripture real quick. Hold on. It's a clear, beautiful day. Hold on.
What does the word shrewd mean?
It's like...
It's hard to describe.
Yeah, it's one of those words that's hard to describe.
like-
but it's
Is
like...
it negative?
To me, I see it in like a... I can only see a facial expression. I can't really...
I know what you mean.
Is it negative?
It's not entirely. But it's more on the negative side of like...
Then I feel like 3 might not be appropriate. If it's negative.
Well, it's not like she's mad at you. It's like she's... Lucy.
Oh, wait.
Why don't you tell me?
Oh?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong exactly. It's just... I'm kind of nervous, I guess. This is the first time I've been back in the woods since the whole...
You wave a hand.
You know, I know you're okay with it, so it feels silly that I'm still hung up over what happened.
Lucy stops.
Kristen...
Saying 2 words at a time.
Kristen, you found my dead body in these woods. You're not silly for being scared to go back.
You exhale, fighting back a shiver.
Yeah, I guess it just feels worse because now I actually know you, and I know what your corpse looks like.
You remember how
This
limp
was
and
something's
lifeless
body, and they
Lucy's
put it in a
body was
bag.
under your hands, compared to the vibrant, real person you've come to know and love. Just thinking about it fills you with dread.
It's a lot.
Hey.
Lucy takes your hand gently. She presses it over her heart.
I'm fine, everybody. What do you feel?
Her heartbeat flutters strongly beneath your fingers, even through her clothes. You focus on it and count her pulse, breathing slowly in and out.
I feel your heartbeat.
Rev! Do something! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm alive.
She cups your face and looks you straight in the eyes.
I can't do this. Team, I can't.
End the episode. We're done.
End the episode. What's that one TikTok audio? Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Exit that way.
Exit that way.
Exit that way. I'm alive, Kristen, and I plan to be for a long time, okay?
You nod slowly, holding her gaze. The uneasiness in your limbs and chest dissipates, leaving you feeling lighter.
Thanks, Lucy. I think I feel better now.
Do you want to keep going? We could go back to the park instead if it's too much for you.
You shake your head.
No, I'm okay. Let's go.
Okay.
You start walking again, and you realize that Lucy hasn't let go of your hand.
I can't
You
stop.
swing your linked hands back and forth playfully, just to see her smile. You don't comment on the way you're both blushing. Just before you reach the woods, you hear a loud squeak.
Did you hear that?
Lucy gasps.
The rats! Spot!
A
No.
gray blur streaks past you into Lucy's waiting hands. She brings the writhing mass of fur to her face and smooches it on its forehead. Lucy extends her cupped hands to show you a rat.
This is Spot.
Her voice drops to a whisper.
He's my favorite rat, but don't tell anyone else. They'll get jealous.
Rat dollars. Bye-bye.
There's not a secret rat
Grin.
world under the school. What?
Oh, we've met. Hi, Spot.
The rat squeaks at you and accepts a delicate pet on his forehead. You think he looks pleased to see you.
You've met?
Yeah, he helped us find you.
I see. He didn't tell me that.
Spot nuzzles Lucy's hand in apology. She melts and seems to instantly forgive him. She places him on her shoulder.
His friends are probably hanging out in the clearing. We're almost there.
True to her word, a few other rats approach you, noses twitching inquisitively. Lucy coos over them for a few more minutes and invites them along to your picnic.
I can't do this.
She's a Disney princess.
Oh my god.
And soon, you and Lucy reach the tree. The last time you saw the tree, it was past midnight, and the dim moonlight made monsters of the shadows cast by its enormous branches. But in the sunlight, its height is staggering, and the complex weave of its boughs and branches is beautiful. Boughs. You can feel how ancient this tree is, and that it contains some sort of strange, powerful magic. Lucy breathes in deeply, her eyes falling shut. She looks at peace. You feel yourself relaxing too.
I think I get why you like it here so much.
I knew you would.
Okay, let's get this picnic started.
Lucy spreads out Lucy spreads out a blanket, and you set your basket on it and sit. Spot and the other rats perch at the edge of the blanket. Lucy sets the cheesecake container in front of you. You gaze at it voraciously, then look at Lucy, hopefully.
How about we eat dessert first?
Yes!
Lucy opens the container and produces a knife and 2 paper plates from the basket. She cuts 2 generous slices and passes you a fork.
Ready? Sorry, I was looking at the little rat in the corner. I was really distracted by a little rat in the corner.
Oh my gosh!
With a little slice of cheesecake.
No.
I've never been more ready in my life.
In tandem, you eat a piece of the cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
The cheesecake melts in your mouth with the wispiness of cotton candy, leaving behind a frosty feeling as though ice has dissolved on your tongue. The richness of the sesame, cheese, and cream lingers in your mouth. The crust balances the cake's sweetness perfectly.
Guys,
We gotta do one.
Guys, earlier I was thinking about how I really want strawberry shortcake. I just wanted to share that because now I want dessert more than I did before.
We
Can we do one?
We can go get strawberry.
Let's lock in first.
Can we do one?
She was feeling, I think she might be a little startled. Because earlier she was like gonna kiss us and then she was like, whoa, went a little fast even for me. So I think even just a
but
little
she said
joke.
this week. She said this is the week we're gonna talk
She
about
did
it.
say this is the week. Did you say strawberry shortcake or cheesecake?
Shortcake.
Shortcake. Because I remembered shortcake, but then I typed cheesecake. And I was like, wait a second.
I don't know. If you really don't think it's a good idea, we could do 2. But I think 1 is...
Go with 1.
Okay. Yeah.
You helped me make it, Kristen. You have the recipe.
Sure, but I couldn't do it without you.
Lucy blushes,
I
giving
love
you a
that
sweet
one.
smile. Spot squeaks inquiringly, and Lucy breaks off several pieces and sets them on a plate for the other rats. Yes!
I need another piece.
Me too.
By the time you declare yourself satisfied, you and Lucy have demolished half the cake.
Man, I'm really full.
We should probably eat the actual nutritious lunch that you brought.
You groan. Lucy shakes her head, amused.
Fine. How about we take a break first?
It's probably a good idea.
And maybe you could.
I think I need to lie down.
You cover the cake, move the baskets aside, and stretch out on the ground. After a moment, Lucy moves to join you, positioning herself so that your head rests against her shoulder. Her cool fingers slip into yours, and you sigh contentedly, lacing your fingers together. In silence, you stare up into the tree's thick canopy and watch how the sunlight dapples across the leaves. You stay like that for a long time, peacefully listening to the birds and the wind, until Lucy lets out a long breath. Music change. Ba-ba-ba.
That's like one of the first times I've heard the music change in
it's
a
the same
scene.
music.
Wow. All right.
It's serious.
Wow, let me lock in. I'm sorry.
That's
first-
beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
I was gonna lock in.
I had to admire it.
Okay. At first, I was scared to come back here too, just like you.
You don't speak. Just squeeze her hand to show you've heard her.
I know I'm chill about it now, but those first few weeks were really hard. I flinched at every shadow. I stayed inside. I never turned my back to any door or window. I tried to forget about the woods and what happened that night. But I knew I couldn't stay like that forever. I couldn't move on. I knew I needed to come back here to get past it.
Lucy pauses. You turn your head and see that she has her eyes closed, lost in memory. You wait patiently, watching the wind ruffle the short strands of her hair.
When I finally mustered up the courage, I shook the whole way here. I thought I was gonna get killed again. When I got there, the clouds parted and out came the full moon. And then I saw the tree. It was just as breathtaking as every other time I had seen it, except even more so. I wasn't scared anymore. I just felt at peace. Because I died here. My blood soaked into the soil and the roots and fed them, and I felt this tether, this sense of belonging. I'm a part of this tree, this woods, just as they are a part of me. I died here, and I remember that it wasn't so horrible. In some ways, it was even beautiful.
Though Lucy's voice is soft, it rings with the same conviction as when she described her faith in Ravina. You hesitate, then ask her the question that has been plaguing you ever since everything happened last year.
What was it like?
Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to be here.
Lucy turns her head and meets your eyes.
I don't remember the moment I was killed, but I do remember dying when you freed me. It was warm in the same way you feel warm during your last moments in a blizzard. I could feel that Ravina was with me and another presence, Cassandra, and I felt Yolanda holding my hand. And then we were in your afterlife.
You feel yourself holding your breath. You've wanted to ask about Lucy's experience in your afterlife for a long time, but you've never felt right about asking until now.
Can you tell me more about it? My afterlife?
It was a lot like this forest, actually. It was late evening, and I could hear crickets chirping and a brook bubbling nearby. And there were fireflies everywhere, tens of thousands of little beacons to light the way, flickering like little heartbeats all around us. I didn't really feel time passing. It felt like I'd only been there for a moment until I felt something start to pull me away. That was probably when Encarna brought us back. And when she did, your fireflies formed a pathway of gold in front of us, and Yolanda and I followed it back to life.
Lucy's expression softens. She reaches up to touch your cheek gently.
I know I've said it before, but thank you for saving us, Kristen.
You smile, touched.
I'm just glad that your experience of dying was better than mine. I never want anyone to go through that kind of emotional terror again.
A thought strikes you, and you grin.
Although, I'm sure I could have made it better. Maybe I should talk to those fireflies.
Lucy looks perplexed.
What?
You said there were tens of thousands of fireflies, but they didn't even try to give you 1,000 hugs.
Such a good fucking joke. It's so fucking good.
Then,
I'm sorry, does no one get the reference, or am I just the only one? It's a Fireflies reference. Because I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs.
Oh!
Okay.
That makes sense.
I was like, why am I the only one who finds that hilarious? Okay, thanks, guys.
Then Lucy laughs hard. The sound makes you smile so hard your cheeks hurt.
Do you really want to turn your afterlife into an Owlbear City song?
It would be funny.
And Cassandra would be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm sure I could convince her. She knows how far I like to go to commit to the bit.
Your crystal buzzes. Probably a sign that Cass would not be convinced.
You will not be giving people 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs in our afterlife.
Oh well, it's still a fun thought. You sigh. Something settles in your chest. A weight you never knew you were carrying has been lifted.
Thank you for telling me about it, Lucy. I'm glad my afterlife was a safe place for you. Kind of makes me feel better about dying a real death, whenever that is.
Hopefully not soon.
Hopefully.
Given your track record, maybe that's not realistic, but you feel strangely optimistic about it.
You know, as much as I'm excited to see what Ravina's afterlife is like, I wouldn't mind visiting yours again one day.
I'm sure Cassandra and Ravina wouldn't mind us seeing each other again.
That's an interesting thought, actually. You make a mental note to talk to Cassandra about that later. Lucy smiles.
Kind of puts a different spin on the whole concept of till death do us part, huh?
You freeze. The air shifts between you, turning intimate. A ray of sunlight falls across you both, framing Lucy in gold. Her gaze is warm on yours. You're breathless when you speak.
It's a wedding vow, isn't it?
I'm curled up into a ball.
Your faces are close, your arms still around her. You feel her icy breath on your lips.
My leg is bouncing so aggressively.
You guys are so funny.
I'm like crouched away from the computer.
Jay, everything is riding on this.
I suppose.
If we fail now, we
guess.
don't have a date to the prom.
Dude, do you know what happens if we don't have a date to the prom?
You die.
We die.
We die, bro.
Oh, actually?
Yes. You watched the first episode. You should know
I
this.
did. I don't remember. I'm busy editing my own
Arthur
stuff.
Arthur Eggford is going to kill us for being loser virgin nerds.
Oh, yes.
Go! Sorry.
Her voice is soft. I think I didn't read the one before that.
Let me
but-
take
No,
my
you didn't.
feet out of this
Are you
chair.
sure?
Yes.
This chair is
Okay.
this chair is made of strings.
You can take that
So-
chair.
No, it's fine. No, it's
No,
fine.
take the desk chair.
No, it's okay. I was just I just wasn't paying attention. I put my foot through the chair by accident. It's okay. It is. It's also pretty similar to what we're talking about, isn't it?
She's looking at your lips, too. The sounds of the world fade away, your attention narrowing to just this moment. It feels like you're standing on the edge of a precipice, every charged moment between you two ready to culminate in this one decisive moment.
Okay.
I say go for one.
I definitely say go for one. My Finn instinct always says 3, but because that's just me.
No,
but
yeah.
I know that 1 is the right answer.
1.
I know, yes.
You're
Lucy blushes.
special.
I can't do this to you.
She beams, and it's one of the biggest, most beautiful smiles you've seen her give you.
You made my heart so
Oh my god. Yes.
You lean in.
I
and
can't
she-
do this.
And she moves closer, and slowly, tenderly, your lips meet.
Yeah! Sorry.
I'm taking a walk. Keep it going.
Guys, we're cheating on Nara.
We're cheating on everyone.
And Kimberly.
Well, Kimberly, we're going to go play chess with Kimberly.
Oh, I'm excited for
Kimberly's
chess
gonna
with
love Gunner.
Kimberly.
I'm excited for chess. Lucy kisses like first snow melting on an upturned face. Cool, refreshing, full of magic. Her hand rises to cradle your face, and you tighten your arm around her middle and pull her impossibly closer. You can taste the remnants of cheesecake on her tongue, and you chase after it, kissing her more deeply.
Guys, I'm chatting so you know that I'm quite literally walking back and forth.
Pacing the room.
Pacing across the entirety of this floor. She makes a little noise that sends your heart tripping even faster, and her hand moves to your back to clutch your shirt. When you separate, when you separate, you're both breathing hard. Lucy's cheeks are flushed, and you're sure yours are no better.
Wow. Wow. That was wow.
What a fucking loser.
You want to smack yourself. Very eloquent, Applebee's. Lucy
Oh my
licks her
God.
lips, almost giving you a heart attack.
I fell out of my chair.
You're on.
Yeah, wow, that was amazing. Almost as great as the cheesecake.
You squawk and stare at her.
Almost.
Lucy looks at you very seriously.
It's really good cheesecake, Kristen.
Oh my god.
You squint at her. She's
I
such
love
a
her.
menace. You love it. A competitive sense of mischief overtakes you. You sit up and half lean over her, giving her a considering look. Lucy blinks up at you, and her cheeks turn darker. Interesting.
Well, I guess the first kiss is never the best one. I'm not giving up though.
What? Guys, I'm watching this through my hand.
I'm gonna make you eat those words, Lucy Crossblade, and they're gonna taste way better than the cheesecake.
Lucy laughs.
Bold words, Kristen. Prove it.
I need to leave.
I need to consult the archives.
I am currently, the way we're sitting, there's 3 chairs in a row and I'm in the middle. I can't leave.
No,
But I want to. I need to take a lap.
She's still giggling when you bend and kiss her again. Her arms wind around your shoulders and hold you close. Minutes pass, or maybe hours, until an insistent squeak causes you to break apart.
Come on, Spot.
You turn to see Spot standing on top of your picnic basket, staring at you expectantly.
Breaks over, I guess.
Interrupted by a rat.
Breaks over, I guess. Time for real food?
I just love that they listen to the rat. They're like, all right, Spot.
Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yes, I guess.
Looks like our friends are hungry too.
You can't help it. You duck forward and give her another kiss.
More of that later.
I'll hold you to that.
You spend the rest of the afternoon talking, eating, laughing with Lucy, and a lot of it kissing her too. It's only when dusk falls that you both finally decide to pack up. You clean up slowly, lingering. Lucy says goodbye to the rats, and you give them all a scratch on the forehead. They really are adorable.
I love the rats. Oh!
You reach the intersection where you and Lucy have to part ways. This time, instead of hugging her goodbye, you reach for Lucy and pull her into a kiss.
I hadn't... Well, I can't read.
Cannon. Just unable to...
I had an amazing time with you today, Lucy.
I did too. Kristen, thank you.
For what?
For being so kind and encouraging and helping me learn more about myself. For giving me a haircut, for helping me with this cake. All of it. You're an amazing person, and I'm so glad we've become so close.
So are you. You make me a better person, and I'm glad to know you.
You smile at each other for a few more moments, clearly reluctant to separate.
Take care of Lucy.
Finally, Lucy waves and walks away. You watch her go, the butterflies in your stomach flapping hard enough to leave you feeling as light as air. As you walk home, you think about all the adventures you've had with Lucy since you met her. You think about all the ways you've changed and grown just by being there to support her journey. And you know deep in your heart that with Lucy by your side, the future is going to be as wide and beautiful as a clear blue sky.
Great, now let's go on a date with two other girls. Kristen!
Cassandra!
Ravina told Encarna some juicy gossip that she is purposely withholding from me. I can't wait any longer. You have to tell me everything right now, please. Thank you.
We kissed!
And
I'm head over heels obsessed. Who'd have thought that randomly pairing for an assignment would lead to this?
now I'm gonna go kiss 2 other girls.
Seeing where Lucy died again, but with her there this time. Thinking about how far we've come together and how beautiful her brain is. I feel like the best version of myself when I'm with her.
Kristen, that's so sweet. I love this for you.
Do you think after we die, you and Ravina could write us up some afterlife hall passes?
Who are we to stand in the way of true love, Kristen? Of course we can figure something out.
Good! But of course I think Lucy and I have long, happy lives ahead of us first.
No doubt about that.
And now we're gonna have the same spiel about Nara.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the outside? Are we saving Kimberly for last?
I can't help but feel like this is wrong.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like, I keep waiting for the game to be like, dude, you've been
Stop.
hanging out with all 3 of these people? What the fuck is wrong with you?
2 months, mind you.
2 fucking months.
And none of them know about each other. We're cheating.
Oh, Fabian, bro.
We're
Pulling up
cheating.
Fabian.
It's okay.
Let's go to the outside. Oh, okay.
You're alone in the woods at night, which is not how you thought this date would start, or any date for that matter. Nara told you to meet her in a remote location in the woods, and like the fool you are, you agreed. On days like these, you curse Cassandra for inventing wolf.
I like how Cassandra invented women.
Wait, what's that? Between the silhouettes of the 2 trees ravaged by claw marks, casting a menacing shadow on the ground before you. No, it couldn't be. The bears that eat your hands are right here! Wait, no, it's just Nara.
Wait, no,
Bears that eat your hands are here.
wait.
I love the Nara writing
It's
so much.
so
The
good.
bears that eat your hands are here. No, it is Nara. Kristen.
Oh, did you hear that?
I did. Oh, God. Kristen.
Nara, what the fuck?
Oh, my apologies. I did not realize you would get lost so easily. I thought the writing I left on those trees might assist you on your journey.
She gestures to the trees behind you. It's dark, so you have to squint to see it, but what you thought were claw marks are actually lines of perfect cursive script outlining exactly where you needed to go. Whoops!
It's the bear that eats your head.
Nara, I can't read this.
No, I have seen you read you over the phone before.
Nora, I can't read this specific thing.
Ah, I see. Let us blame the backwards Silesian education system for refusing to teach you the more enlightened way to write.
Nora, I can't see in the dark.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, dark vision. I forgot.
Really? Oh, goodness, you poor thing.
I forgot that elves had dark vision. I know, obviously, Kristen doesn't have it, but I forgot that elves had it.
She pulls you in for a hug. How are you blushing? You've been dating her for weeks,
It's been 2
and
months
you're
at this
dating Lucy now.
No, I don't like this. I feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah, I welcome home, cheater. Okay. I thought everyone had dark vision. How do you make it through each day?
Because
The sun is out.
I can see during the day. It's the night that's the problem.
Right. Let us go then.
Nara pulls back and leads you by the hand to a beautiful clearing where you get a great view of the stars.
Wow.
I agree. Wow.
How'd you find this place? I've never been here before.
I was just wandering around one day and I found it.
Really?
Yes, really. It's so hard to believe I exist outside of your periphery.
No, it's just that you can't imagine her being outdoors most of the time. So much dirt. So many bears who could eat her beautiful hands.
No.
I will choose not to question this response.
Amazing. Wonderful. You love it here.
Anyway, this is one of my favorite places outside of town. It's perfect for when I yearn for solitude. I even forbid my bodyguards from following me to this safe haven.
You see the vague silhouette of a humanoid peer out from a tree behind Nara. You choose not to correct her.
I get it. Sometimes you just want to be alone.
Yes, exactly. There are times when I need space to exist away from the watchful eyes of everyone whose sole duty it is to keep me safe.
I understand that. I mean, I don't, but I think I do.
Tragic.
I love this is my favorite of her sprites. It's so cute. I do not expect you to be able to understand what it is like to uproot your whole life. I'm constantly learning about the world around me and how people here perceive me. In Falinel, I always stand out. Here, I do not choose when I stand out and when I fit in. And because I come from a place with such different rules and traditions, others think of me as unintelligent. But you did not, so I wanted to bring you here to thank you, sincerely.
Oh no. There have been so many times when you've made fun of her for not knowing things and she just hadn't noticed. And she still doesn't notice. You have to do better for her.
I'm gonna kill Kristen Applebee's.
Fuck you. No problem, babe.
While you're busy dealing with the crushing weight of your sins, Nara has pulled an entire outdoor picnic table out of her pocket of holding and is already settling it for two.
Wow, only 3/4? You really held back.
Yes, well, I'm aware of your shortcomings regarding etiquette.
If you really want to let loose, we could sit on the grass instead. It's what Silesians usually do on picnics.
I think not.
I think not.
I think not. Kristen, I am not a denizen of the dirt and soil. For me to embrace the ground with my body in these clothes would be to debase myself as one who exists on the same level as bugs.
You don't like bugs?
Not in this world or any other. Anything that has that many legs belongs in a different plane.
Which one?
Literally any plane other than the one I am occupying.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
As you both sit down, Nara pulls two charcuterie boards heaped with fancy meats and cheeses out of her pockets. How does she keep everything on the board?
Shall we begin?
This is it. The moment of truth. Do you remember how to use cutlery?
It's okay, guys, I did my homework! Hold on. Definitely not one.
It's not two either. There's
It's
no
gotta
right
be
answer
three.
here. There's quite literally, there's no right answer.
I think we just gotta do 3.
Hold on, what was one again?
Bad.
Oh, bad.
We can't do as the beasts do.
We
cannot
can't do
do
as the beast.
We do 3?
I think 3. There's no correct.
Or is she going to appreciate that you're trying? With 2.
I don't know.
Oh wait, the one that's sticking out.
Yeah,
of
but
the
you don't want to cross.
Yeah, that's so.
She's gonna be like,
well,
ew.
you don't want to cross, and you also don't want to use like a serving thing.
Yeah, exactly. You can't put that
So
down.
yeah,
I said
3.
Jay, that's you. That really got you.
You cram a handful of forks in your pockets while you think Nara isn't looking.
Kristen, I can see what you're doing?
No, you can't. You don't have dark vision.
No, it's you who has the dark vision.
Right.
You may find using the cheese
Fuck,
fork
it was
to
too.
you. Fuck this!
Right, the cheese fork that I for sure know and can recognize really easily.
Nara sighs and hands you what you can only assume to be a cheese fork. How do you feel now? Do you feel like a big girly with your fancy little fork that you couldn't even pick out of a lineup? Oh, you feel bad? Good.
Wow, this is great cheese. Where'd you get it?
Oh, Kristen, we both
Jesus
know you could
Christ.
never.
This is like
afford
me
it.
if I was mean.
And the meat? Jay.
What?
Crazy. I mean, yeah, but crazy.
Our viewers are learning so much about you.
I feel less bad.
Like, there's been so many lore drops. I feel like I need to throw something in for myself to balance it out a little bit.
I feel
so it's
less
not
bad for saying they'll live, they're rich about your neighbor.
This is me if I was mean.
Nara, well, not mean, but if I was pretentious.
Gotcha.
see.
Yeah.
Nara gives you a look that says, you know where this is going, so give up now.
This is totally great.
Oh,
I also
man.
hate cheese. This is another thing.
Could never be you.
Perhaps in the far-flung future, when you reap the rewards of your many adventures, I shall tell you.
She's so right. You have got to stop spending all your She's so right. You have got to stop spending all your money on things you don't need. Like protein bars and subscriptions to all the wet and creepy gyms within a 5-mile radius of Elmville, so you can rank them based on how wet and or creepy they are.
What is a wet gym?
Wet and creepy gym.
Oh my god.
And protein bars. Again.
So, how rich are you going to be in the far-flung future on a scale of 1 to dragon sword?
Nara
Oh,
giggles.
she's so cute. Closer to the dragon sword, I would say.
That's not me.
But my nearer future consists of graduating from higher education, then traveling the world to learn more about other cultures so that I may better serve my people.
Wow, sounds detailed.
Do you not have a plan for the future?
Hey. Not really. I just kind of do whatever I want.
Can I talk about my 5-year plan? Can I talk? Let's talk about my 5-year plan.
Go for
my
it.
5
You
year.
just doxed yourself. Your full name.
Cut that shit. Cut that shit. Can you actually put
I
a
will.
fucking censor? Okay, can I, Finn, talk about my 5-year plan?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, my 5-year plan is to live the life of pot gukak. So I've told
I've heard
Jay,
this so many
told me that.
I've heard this so many times.
junior year of college, become whore.
I'm hot.
Join Secret Service. Settle down with beautiful woman. Have child. Die.
In 5 years.
One event per year.
One event per year.
Which means your child only gets 1 year with you. Which is horrible.
Listen, it's my 5-year plan. I think it's really good. I think it's really. Oh, anyway. Oh, right. It's my line. It's my line. Surely there is something you hope to accomplish in the future.
In this moment, you realize you've never really planned for the future. You've always been too busy saving the world or doing your homework or saving the world as part of your homework.
I don't know, but if you want,
Spit it out already, Applebee's.
Yeah, you
aw,
surprised me.
aw, I want you to be a part of my life somehow. Maybe we travel together after we graduate, or one of us moves to live with the other.
Whoa, crazy.
Or maybe we're embroiled in some kind of toxic lesbian situation where we're torn apart by the patriarchy and we search a million billion worlds just to find each other again. And then we turn into cars.
What? Are you sure about that last one?
I mean, no, but you get what I mean.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
I do, and the feeling is mutual. I would very much enjoy it if you were, very much enjoy it if you were to be part of my future. Goodness gracious, I know how to read, a rather significant part, even.
You guys know that once we ask Lucy to the prom, we're just never going to talk to Nara again?
I hate this.
You know how fucked up this game is?
This is so fucked up.
What I'm going to do when I play my Kipper Lily run is I'm going to jump around with everybody else.
So that it doesn't ever get too serious.
Yeah, exactly.
With one
I can't let it get too serious. I can't do
Because
it.
this is evil.
This is evil.
Does it not lock you in at a certain point? I thought it locked you in with 3 people at a certain point. Or I guess...
Well, no. Technically speaking, if we spammed the school when there was
true.
nobody else at the school, we would see Kristen
That's
or
true.
Fig and Tracker.
That's true.
So, like, where do we go from here? Like, it rules that we like each other and we want to keep hanging out. But, like, now what, you know? What's the next step? Is that weird to ask?
To be quite honest with you, I'm thoroughly enjoying our current situation. To exist without you, without rules or
To exist
Jesus,
with you.
Jesus, give me a minute. To exist with you without rules or limits. That is how I would like to live the rest of my life.
How you?
Or I should amend, at least the rest of yours. Between the adventuring and your egregiously short lifespan, I'm almost certain to live much, much longer than you. In either event, it would be rather nice to continue on just as we are. I'm very much enjoying the process of figuring out who we can be together.
Holy shit. You can't believe that out of all of the people she could possibly fall for, she chose you.
222. 232. Sorry. Wow, I thought you were going to have a lot of rules, like wanting one kiss with tongue per physical quarter.
Fiscal quarter. And what is that?
Well, a kiss is
No,
when you...
darling. Wow. I'm so on it. Not that, darling, the fiscal quarter.
Right, the thing you don't really know the definition of.
So, there's this guy called Fiscal.
Nara cradles her chin with her hand. She can't wait to hear this.
And every year he flips a quarter.
Naturally. Stop.
If it's tails, we get 3 more months in winter.
Why are we groundhogging this?
You're lying now? Why are you lying?
You're not waking up to lie.
And if it's heads?
Then winter's over.
Fascinating.
She doesn't sound super fascinated. Is she being sarcastic? Nah, that doesn't sound like your Nara.
Kristen, have you ever considered that perhaps you joke as a way to deflect from expressing your feelings?
Ha ha ha. No.
Great. Then what form would you like our relationship to take in the future?
Damn.
Oh,
damn.
locked her ass.
Yep.
Come on, Applebee's. Resist the urge. Don't make a joke to deflect
Please
from
let us have a
expressing your
dialogue
feelings.
option.
And don't make a joke to deflect from expressing your feelings. Don't even think about making a joke to deflect from expressing your feelings.
I mean, I'm down for whatever, I guess. Like, I think that was so...
Sorry, that's what my dad says completely unseriously when things go wrong. Like, completely not serious at all. Like, something will go wrong and it'll be somebody's fault and he'll just really sadly, I'm gonna hurt you, and then move on.
I've never heard you talk say this.
He doesn't mean it in the slightest. It's just something I've picked up saying because of it. We should probably cut all that because it makes my dad sound terrible. But I swear, my dad is the best guy ever. And it's just a really funny thing that he occasionally says.
I mean,
And it was my emotion directed at Kristen.
yeah. I mean, I'm down for whatever, I guess. Like, I think maybe I like you so much that I'm honestly good with anything that keeps you around. Like, I might even be in love with you. So, what you want is what I want.
Holy fuck, that was super vulnerable and weird. But you did it, and you didn't even make a joke or anything.
Oh.
Turn invisible.
Wait. Did you say you were in love with her, like, out loud? Holy fuck.
You continue to amaze and astound me, Kristen Applebee's. And I love you too.
Aww. I hate this game. Cheating.
And then, before either of you can go crazy with the stress of saying the word to each other, she kisses you.
Yay!
No, I'm not happy. I feel like I'm cheating.
It's quick
We should have
and
played the
soft and sweet, and she smiles at you when she pulls away, and you think you could probably, definitely, absolutely get used to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you for being in love with me too. That's cool. That's awesome.
You're completely fucking short-circuiting it, but it's not even your fault. No one should expect you to do words good right after your hot girlfriend says she loves you and then kisses you to death.
I can't do this. I'm so bad. I can't.
I meant when I said the ball's in your court, by the way.
I do not believe your goblin friend is one of my subjects, my love.
Man, I gotta get you an expressions dictionary or something. No, just like whatever you want to do, whatever you want us to be, I'm good. It's all cool. Or on the off chance that you don't have any big plans, we could just see where life takes us, figure it out when we get there. I don't know. I know that's not your style.
I admire your ability to... I believe this Elysian expression is go with the flow. I do not know how you manage it.
Holy shit, your girlfriend just used a Silesian expression correctly! Praise Cassandra!
You seem incredibly cavalier about what your future holds. And for once, I do not mean this as an insult.
Okay, you say it's not an insult, but like...
Very dare you.
Oh, she's so cute. It is not. I would never insult you, even once.
That's a flat-out lie. But you'll let it slide because she's so cute. And because she does seem pretty serious.
Okay.
And then you have to actually think about what she said for a minute. Huh. You really don't think about your future much. At least not with any real urgency. Riz and Adine would definitely rather you did, but also, like, kindly, lovingly, with all the tenderness in the world. They can fuck off.
Have I told you about yes and also yes?
I'm sorry?
Yes and yes?
Oh, okay, cool.
No, wait, no, you did not.
But you said yes?
Right, and also
Who's
yes.
on first?
What?
Sorry, I'm referencing the who's on first thing. Such a loser.
No! Dude, you cannot be worse than us. So I did tell you about them?
Darling, no, that was me inquiring about them.
Oh, this is getting, there we go! This is getting very fantasy Abbott and Costello, which rules, but not when you're trying to be sincere for once.
Okay, so they're like the gods I created?
They are the fucking what?
Yeah. In my freshman year, I kind of made up a couple gods, like when I got fed up with the whole Helio thing.
Nara looks like she's the one short.
You got it.
Nara looks like she's the one short-circuiting now. Serves her right for kissing you so good earlier.
You made gods? Multiple of them. In your first year of upper school.
What, like
What,
it's hard?
What, like it's hard? That's such a good reference. What, like it's hard?
Maybe 3.
She wants, genuine.
Yeah.
Nara makes that face she does. You've known her long enough to recognize it. It means, oh, Kristen, I feel...
Christian.
Oh, Christian. Oh, Christian. I feel so very bad for you right now, but I'm trying to keep my royal poise, so I'm not going to get all blubbery on you. Yeah, that face. And her voice gets all soft with it, too. You're melting.
Perhaps not, considering you seem to no longer worship them. But I think you must have also been you must also have been a very powerful cleric to create them in the first place. Not many know how to wield the power they have. It takes time, thought, and intent. But that does not mean the power itself is not a gift. Please, proceed with your story.
Right. Okay, so basically, Helio wasn't doing it for me anymore, right? And so I was like, well, fuck, now I don't have a god? And if I'm gonna be a cleric, I kinda need one of those. So I panicked and made up these 2 gods that hardly even meant anything to me, just because I needed to figure it all out right fucking then so I could get on with the heroic destiny stuff.
Seriously?
Except it didn't really work, because they were super fucking annoying, and they were always so sure of everything, which I guess was the point of them when I made them, but I was also like, fuck, dude, I'm 15, I'm not even sure of shit. I don't believe in you at all. Which really isn't the point of God, and so they died.
You think maybe Nara had seen it coming, since she knows you don't worship those guys anymore. But saying out loud that they're dead makes it feel very, very real. For a second, she has some weird mixture of horror and admiration on her face, and then she forces herself back into royal neutrality in the way that she does.
You killed 2... I forget how to say that word, darling. Please help me.
Nice.
Nascent?
Nascent? Okay, I was
Question
just...
mark?
I was just scared of saying something wrong. You killed 2...
If it's wrong, we're all wrong.
Yeah.
You killed 2 nascent gods in your process of adolescent self-discovery.
Yep.
You're a little afraid she's gonna be all super horrified at her god-killer girlfriend and leave. Or maybe she'll laugh at you. You're not sure which is worse.
I think I understand now.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why you seem to care so little about the direction your future takes. It is beginning to make sense. At first I thought you simply had an alarming disregard for your own life, and judging by your diet, perhaps that is true to a degree.
Hey, I have a serious medical condition.
But I think that going with the flow may be a form of worship for you. Have you considered this?
Huh. You have not. That would actually make a stupid amount of sense.
Cassandra.
Oh my fucking Cassandra, I worship an ADHD god.
Well, yes.
So I guess Galakea's stuff isn't like that for you.
No, it is not. Galakea is ancient, darling, and largely unchanging, though some may disagree with the latter. Our method of worship in Falinel is ritual and traditional. In many ways it looks the same now as it did a millennia ago.
Papa always says.
I suppose in some way, structure, routine, that is worship for me. Following the path I have been given, executing my role to the best of my ability, has always helped me feel closer to her.
Huh. That never feels, like, weird and stifling?
Not to me, not truly. Though less than others, I do have freedom to explore for myself what I want from life. But it is comfort to know that I have a role to return to when my exploration has concluded.
I'm glad it works for you. I really am. I think if some god tried to set out expectations for me like that, I would, like, actually straight up die. And that's coming from someone who's died before. I don't know. I prefer asking questions.
And I having answers.
Seems like we're kind of made for each other then, huh?
You had meant it to come out a little more jokey, so you could, like, wave it away if things got awkward. But you said it too quickly to control your tone, and you ended up sounding so fucking soft and goofy, and she's definitely gonna laugh at you now. You braced yourself for her to laugh at you. She doesn't laugh at you.
You're rather alike,
Aww.
aren't we?
It would seem so.
And then she kisses you, and it's somehow even better than last time. Cheater.
Cheater!
Man, you don't think you'll ever get tired of kissing Nara. You make a mental note to thank Cassandra later for being such a good wingman, a wing god. You pull away and stare into each other's eyes like dopes for a minute. But then, like she does, Nara decides to move things along.
I have something else planned for tonight as well. Darling, have you heard of the ancient Falelvan practice of stargazing?
Yeah, babe, we have stargazing here too.
She gives you a look.
But the way you do it in Falinel is probably like cooler or artsier or smarter or otherwise superior.
Precisely.
And then she pulls
What?
mattress from her pocket with like
my
silk
God.
sheets on it and everything. Your mind shatters a little bit trying to perceive the physics of it all, and you close your eyes for a hot sec. When you open them, Nara is sitting cross-legged on it and patting the space next to her. You sit, and then she lays down. You lay down next to her. It's nice. You could get used to being with her like this. And then Nara takes out her crystal and, okay, it's a little rude to be scrolling on your phone in the middle of a big, tender, romantic moment, but maybe she doesn't know that on account of just recently discovering the many wonders of phone.
I
wonder, when you look into the night sky, what captures your attention most?
She's still pushing little icons on her phone, but it's clear her attention is fixed on you. All right, Applebee's, time to look at the sky and impress your girlfriend with the next words out of your mouth.
I think 1 or 3.
I think 3.
3? She does
'Cause
worship a
it-
moon goddess.
Because, yeah, well, it connects to the whole unchanging thing, too.
Oh, true.
How wonderful.
Aw.
My, Kristen Applebee's. Is that an appreciation for stability, I hear?
Jay, you're so wise.
I am.
Ah,
So
fuck,
good.
wait. I take it back. I take it all back.
I'd be so good
Yeah.
at dating if I wanted
If you wanted
if
to.
I wanted to.
There are no takebacks in the art of stargazing, my sweet. You will simply have to live with being a contradiction.
You're both goofing around, but there's a real smile behind her eyes that's making you feel all warm inside. Like maybe you said something pleasantly surprising.
So, why do you ask?
Oh,
Nara practically shoves her phone into your face, and once your eyes focus, you see there's a bunch of tiny constellations on the screen. You have never seen this app in your life. Wait, holy fuck, you've never seen this app in your life, which means Nara found it all by herself. Hey, that rules, she rules!
So inspired.
You rule.
well, not quite yet. I'm only a princess after all.
No, I mean that, like...
You're in the middle of preparing to explain that it was a compliment and not a statement on her royal position or whatever, when you notice a sly smile creeping up on her face. Holy fuck, first she does phone. And now
First she does phone.
First she does phone. And now she's got jokes too? Who is this girl? And what has she done with your Nara?
I love this.
Damn. Okay, you got me good.
I digress. This, my darling, is what I am drawn toward when I look at the night sky. The patterns in the stars hold only minor significance in Falinel, but they were the first things I recognized when I arrived here. They are, at present, my strongest tether to home.
Perhaps Solace is not so bad after all.
She's so cute. I love her. Some of the stars that appear here are different from those in Falinel, but I have also found several familiar constellations. I've spent many nights working to identify them on my crystal. Tell me, Kristen, when you look up there, what shape do you see in the stars?
You follow Nara's pointing finger and squint up at the sky. It's a bit of a blurry mess of dots, and you don't have a super clear picture of any one thing. But you think you might maybe see...
Horse.
Horse.
Well, that was a very noble effort.
Thanks, babe. Hey, hey, look. There's the hooves, and the tail's over there, and those 2 stars are the eyes, and the mane is, it's not important.
That one was a throne. The hooves you were seeing are the legs, and the tail was the glittering back.
What about the eyes? Those 2 stars.
Saying you have to see specific constellations in
I
the
love
sky.
There's a rule. There's always rules.
Those are
You
two
know I'm a rule follower and like knowing what to do, but this is not.
There's rules,
None of
Jay.
mine.
Jay, there's rules.
Those are 2 stars. They are not part of the throne. Appropriately enough, this is actually the constellation I was born under. It is said to indicate great health, brilliance, success, and an inclination towards leadership.
What constellation was I born under? My birthday is in June, if that helps.
Nara begins tapping on her crystal, deep in thought. When she concentrates this hard, her tongue just barely pokes out through her teeth. It's so fucking cute. She's so fucking cute. You're so lucky.
June, you say?
Yes?
In an instant, you are smothered by an avalanche of apartment as Nara gives up on her stars app and instead digs through a pile of scrolls for several minutes. Then she just brought
My apologies. My apologies, Kristen. This may take a while. June simply does not exist where I come from.
What does that mean? What?
Rejoice!
Nara triumphantly holds up the
Oh my
tiniest
God.
scroll you've ever
We asked
seen,
her to prom.
which isn't saying much, but also the scroll is really small.
It seems you are governed by the rarest consolation of all.
Oh, thick.
Yeah, that makes sense, since I'm like the chosen one twice over and stuff. What's it called?
Ass.
What? The constellation?
Yes, ass constellation.
Ass constellation. Oh, yeah, okay, that tracks.
Nara makes a big show of your butt while she
Oh my
loads all of her
God.
scrolls back into her pocket.
Oh my god. Indeed it does.
Oh my god. Man, stars rule. I see why Cass has a whole thing about them. Thanks for showing me, babe.
You're quite welcome. And truly, it is my pleasure to share this with you. I hope to share much with you in the future, whatever that future may hold.
She can't keep getting away with saying sweet stuff like this. She's making it literally impossible for you to not kiss her again.
Welcome home.
So you kiss her again.
You look so mad.
I'm pissed.
And you keep on kissing her. You're so incredibly in love with her, it's crazy.
I know you're the princess here, but man, you make me feel like the richest guy in the world.
Cheater. I'm so mad. Okay. My love, you are so cute when you do not make sense.
Someone's calling.
Oh my god. Kristen, give me all the details.
It was really, really good, I think. She set up a cute little picnic and then we did some stargazing. Oh, and we talked about life and the future and stuff.
Kristen, that's huge for you. How did it go?
A lot easier than I thought it'd be. I don't know, something about Nara just makes me want to think about that kind of stuff. The future, like with her.
Aw, that is the cutest, most character development thing you've ever said. Wait,
That's you.
I kid, but, well, I can't read. Let me lock in. I really am proud of you, Kristen. You know that, right? You gave me such a disappointed look.
I'm sorry.
My brain genuinely shuts down in moments of
No, I
panic.
don't blame you. Yeah, I'm proud of me too. It's time.
For chess!
It's time.
Oh my god.
Finn, it's time.
Oh my God.
Finn, it's time. Are
Let's
you ready?
play
Are you guys ready?
Alright. I think that's the most I can sing on YouTube without
You're
getting
not
dinged.
sure what to expect from a game of chess with Kipper Lily. Well, that's sort of a lie. Based on what you've done with her for the last few weeks, you're pretty sure she's not going to show you any mercy. You're just not sure why she asked you to play chess specifically. You pause before you open the door, remembering how serious Kipper Lily had been about the laser tag, and escape rooms, and picking up trash. If it was something that she could quantifiably win, she could have fun while doing it, but she wasn't going to accept defeat until there was no other option. Maybe you should start making peace with your inevitable loss now.
Before we even get into this, should we win or should we lose?
Oh, we have to win.
Okay.
Kipper Lily is already there, stopping short where she apparently has been pacing.
People like Kipper Lily, right? If they don't have competition, there's no fun. You know, we have to be.
I wasn't implying. Okay, I don't know what my question was. It's fine. Never mind.
Okay.
Kristen.
Oh, you mean like as far as flirting goes?
No.
What did you mean, bro?
I truly meant, what if we win and then she hates us?
What?
What if we win and then she hates us?
She wouldn't.
Okay. Way to finally arrive, Kristen.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like this is the kind of thing where if it's like the situation where if you win, that means that she needs you to stick around so that you can keep playing like again.
Yeah,
so
until
that she
you
can
lose.
win eventually.
Yeah. But if you
That's
lose,
the
she's just
energy
like,
I'm
oh, you weren't fun to play with. Get out of my sight.
You know, that kind of has been the pattern with
Yeah,
Kimberly.
exactly.
You made absolutely sure you wouldn't be late, but based on her snickering, you have a feeling she would have said that no matter how early you were.
Resident Applebee's reporting for duty.
Ready to get absolutely demolished at chess?
You know how to play chess.
That's a lot of confidence. Have you ever played before?
No. Oh, God. Oh, none of these are good. This one, maybe? I don't know.
I do think that that's the right one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because at least we looked at the
Yeah,
rules.
at least
Either
we're at
one or
yeah.
two. Yeah.
This is going to get very embarrassing for you then.
You make a show of warming up like you're about to run a race, stretching your arms up, flexing a little more than necessary. Kipper Lily rolls her eyes, but also has to pointedly look away. So you take that as a win.
Any stakes? Or is it all just bragging rights?
You're kidding, right?
Sorry, what was that?
No.
Did you miss something? Kipper Lily had been flustered back at the Rose Garden when she'd laid down the challenge. She'd talked about some kind of charade, but she definitely hadn't mentioned what you were actually playing for, had she? Before you can try to remember the details, Kipper Lily pulls out a tiny metal object from her pocket. A key.
Oh, shit, the key.
Did you forget about the fucking key?
Yes, we have to say yes. Or 3?
I don't want to decide this.
I want to say 1 or 3.
One.
Yeah, because
one.
our
I'm
strategy.
confident.
Whatever.
Why am I not surprised?
Kipper Lily flicks the key up into the air, catching it in her hand and rolling her eyes.
Well, there's your stakes. All or nothing. If I win, I keep the key. Maybe I renovate your office again.
Wait, so everything I already did for you doesn't count?
Never heard of an ultimatum before?
2?
1.
Are you sure? Okay.
Meet confidence with confidence.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Kipper Lily narrows her eyes at you, but the corner of her mouth curls up in a smirk.
All right, Kip, all or nothing.
You stick out a hand for her to shake. Kipper Lily shoves the key back into her pocket before taking it. She shakes it for barely a second before turning around and walking to the chessboard, taking a seat behind the
I'm
black
scared.
pieces. Oh,
No,
The music.
she's making us do the first move too.
Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god. First move is yours.
You slide into your seat, looking at the board. All memory of how to move and how to win vanish from your brain.
Yeah.
Any day now, Kristen.
I'm thinking, strategizing.
If it helps, I can't actually beat you in one move, so you can't doom yourself immediately.
All right, then, take that.
Oh God.
Take that!
I can't do this.
You hop a knight over your line of pawns. It's perfect. It's unexpected. It's genius. Kipper Lily looks at it for what feels like less than a second before moving a pawn forward and looking back at you expectantly. You don't have a clue what a good move would be so early in the game, so you just try the first thing that comes in your head. Kipper Lily is quick with each counter move, focusing entirely on the board as if you might actually have some sort of secret strategy. After a few more exchanges, you can't help but focus more on Kipper Lily. Losing the key in the office would suck, but the idea of not hanging out with Kipper Lily again feels worse. And once the spring fling is over, you won't even have planning that as an excuse to drag her to places.
So why are you finally calling it?
Kipper Lily's hand hovers over one of her knights, and she looks up at you with frown.
What do you mean? Like the music right now. Hold on. Hold on, wait, hold on, please. Hold on,
I
hold on,
feel
hold
like
on.
maybe not.
I'm not clicking anything. I want to look at. I'm really thinking really, really hard. Okay.
I'm thinking
like
maybe
not.
3.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I'm actually feeling one.
Click not to.
Guys, please. I'm so sorry. Please, I need to
I'm
lock
talking
in.
as quietly like that.
But my ADHD, I can't. I'm so sorry. I don't want to fail. I don't want to think. One. You don't think 1?
I think 3.
I was going with 1.
Okay, if you both think.
Executive.
Well, okay, Jay, let me tell you the strategy.
what's
the
your-
strategy is you can't make it all about the key.
But you're not making it all about. You're asking why she's suddenly.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It was going to happen eventually.
She doesn't seem as pleased about it as you would imagine. She makes a move. You're not sure what. You aren't really paying attention. You idly pick up one of your pieces. A bishop, you think? Tilting your head to the side.
I thought you were having fun too, with, everything.
Kimberly scoffs, glaring down at her king.
Make your move.
You drop the piece down on some random spot, and Kimberly rolls her eyes.
That's not a legal move.
I'll be honest, I don't remember where it was before.
Fucking kidding me.
It was here.
She picks it up and practically throws it onto the proper square on the board.
This is your problem, You're so blasé.
Blasé,
Yeah. Unfocused. Oh, this is so dude, I feel like I'm in the trenches. Okay.
1?
Not 2.
1.
Kimberly doesn't answer for a long moment before slowly nodding once. She makes her next move so quickly, you wonder if she even has a strategy at all. Maybe she's so confident in how bad you are at chess that she's not trying too hard to outmaneuver you. If she was that confident, though, you're pretty sure she'd be gloating more. She's not silent, but it's far from the enthusiastic competitiveness you've begun to find incredibly endearing. It's almost as if she's just trying to end the game as quickly as possible. But why? You don't really want the game to end soon. Not before you've cracked what's going on. Time to lock in. You probably won't be able to beat her, but maybe you can stall?
So, is my brilliant strategy working?
Whatever.
If you count being lucky enough that random moves have managed to keep you out of check so far to be working, then sure.
Good thing I counted then.
Guess you'd better keep doing more of that. If you're not consistent enough to allow Kimberly to launch a coherent counter strategy, maybe the game will never end. You focus on moving the pieces correctly to avoid pissing Kimberly off needlessly, but you just barely get away with taking a little too long to decide your next move each turn. You feel the dead space with chatter.
When did you start playing chess?
Middle school. Chess club after school.
Oh yeah, I always wonder what those clubs were like. Was it fun?
Kimberly shrugs, resting her head in her hand for a moment and fiddling with the pawn.
Sure. My teacher said I'd probably be good at it, and I was, so.
Cool. Would have been fun to be in one, but I always had church stuff after school.
Kimberly looks up and makes actual eye contact with you for the first time in a while.
What sort of club would you have joined? None of these are great.
1? I don't know if she would think that's stupid.
I think she might. But
Kristen's not a good singer.
Kristen's not a good singer.
Oh, so 2.
Sport?
Doesn't make sense. I feel like that 2 is more honest.
Yeah, I think so.
But think about Kristen's low deck score. Let's think about that too.
Yeah, I mean, she said she would have been terrible
I
at
think
it.
two.
Okay.
I think 2.
Kimberly snorts while moving the pawn, perhaps imagining the utter carnage resulting from preteen Kristen Appleby's seriously attempting any kind of team sport. You went to the mental image of yourself.
I wonder what it would have been like if we knew each other back then.
Kimberly frowns, her shoulders hunching.
We didn't exactly run in the same social circles.
Nah, but the rest of my party didn't either, and I'm friends with them now.
That's them. I was a very different person in middle school.
Yes. Kimberly.
I don't think you would have been different enough that I wouldn't still like you.
You.
She snaps her mouth shut.
Just take your turn, Chris Applebee's.
You blink. Kimberly leans back in her chair, folding her arms and staring at the wall. It's been a while since she called you by your last name without you having put your foot in your mouth immediately beforehand. She does it to other people constantly, but for some reason it really bothers you this time.
Kip,
Her eyes flicker towards you for a second before darting away. Her tail wraps tightly around her arm, squeezing harder with each second of silence.
Does that hurt?
Does what hurt?
Your tail. It looks tight enough to cut off circulation.
Kipper-Lily looks down at her arm as if she hadn't even noticed, her tail suddenly loosening and flicking behind her. She rubs the skin where it had been wrapped, her cheeks getting even redder.
It's fine. I don't need your concern.
Are you sure? You seem a little...
She glares at you.
What are you getting at?
Three or one?
I was gonna say not 3, just
I
because
think
One.
one.
Okay.
No, but okay.
I feel like that's too confrontational. She seems to not want to talk about it.
But I feel like 3.
I see what people mean. This is awful.
Yeah.
You know, every time you do that, you're making a really audible, loud sound.
I don't care. We're hitting the table anyways.
It's fine. Please, let me look at the thing again.
Oh my god.
It feels like one of those moments where she's like, it's fine, I don't need your concern, but you should press
press?
anyways, instead of
Okay.
backing off.
It's fine.
That's
This
my
is just
opinion, but
practice.
I
This
could
is just
al-
practice.
It's practice for you to do.
This is practice.
One.
Whatever.
It's just a tail. It doesn't, it's not mine.
That's my line.
It's just a tail. It doesn't mean anything. Just play the stupid game so we can be done with this.
I didn't hate this.
Why do you want it to be done? I thought we were having a good time. Why rush to have it over?
Because it has to be.
Says who? Says who? Says who? I feel like
My
says-
instinct
says
is
who.
why.
I feel like says who? Jay, what are your
Jay?
thoughts?
God.
My instinct is why. What's it?
How did... I'm trying to remember how she responded when... It seemed like the first or second thing you guys did where you were like, blah, blah, blah. You just feel like the kind of person who doesn't want other people to tell you what to think or something.
Yeah, so says
Says who? Says who?
Exactly.
Says
See?
who? Says who? Me.
Just leave me alone, Applebee's.
If you're not gonna make a move, you might as well quit. Knock your king over. Jay,
You
that's
slowly breathe out before deliberately moving a rook over by a single square. The last thing you want is to give Kipper-Lily an excuse to end the match early.
Do you even care about the key anymore?
Kipper-Lily scoffs.
Don't be stupid.
That's not an answer.
Of course I do.
You don't think you believe her. You don't think she does either.
I don't.
What?
The key. I'm not sure I'm not really that worried about it anymore. Sure, I want the stuff inside the office, but Riz would probably help me change the locks. Adon could knock the door open for me. Even the stupid window has been unlocked this whole time. I'd figure out how to avoid the traps eventually.
Then why didn't you?
I was having too much fun spending time with you.
Don't say something stupid like that.
3?
My instinct was 2.
Jay.
My instinct was 2. Jay, do you have any input?
What did the last thing say? Okay, and then back to...
Not 1.
Not one.
I think 3. That's my instinct. This is so stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, the music's adding to
Yeah.
it.
I love this scene.
I
This is so much fun.
think 3.
3.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. This is a democracy. What's stupid is you acting like you actually do.
Did you really think I only cared about the key this whole time?
The key was the only reason you started talking to me again in the first place.
Yeah, and then I actually got to know you. If I only cared about the key, would I have...
Not to, because that can be passed off as
Looked for you at the arcade.
Yeah. Because that had nothing to do
that
with
had
us.
nothing to do with anything. I still made you play laser tag with me.
Kimberly looks at you for a long moment before jerking her head down to focus on the board instead. You're both slowly running out of pieces to choose from. With an almost reluctant move, Kimberly captures another one of yours and adds it to her growing pile. You can't stall for much longer.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I think it matters to you, too.
You don't know what I think.
I know that if you only cared about the key, you wouldn't have... 3? Or 1,
Either
even.
one or
Either
three. Because 1 is like a personal thing.
I think
that... But then...
But it's a big thing to bring up. She's really...
She's really touchy.
She's
right now.
really...
I
Yeah.
think maybe 3.
I don't know. It's hard
'Cause
to
that had
tell. It's hard to
nothing
tell
to do
if 1 is going to make her defensive or if 1 is going to be emotionally reaching out in a point when that's what is 1.
Yeah, because it's... She's so touchy about those things. I'm gonna say 3. Okay, Jay made a face.
What do you think?
Then again, I wasn't here for
Just say what you're thinking.
But I let me read the last thing. Yeah.
Like, 1 kind of feels right, but it's risky.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you pick the right thing, she's probably just gonna seem angry no matter what, so you don't even...
I can't just go up a little bit?
That's fine.
Is that not allowed? There we go.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be clues in anything, like, so far back. I think it's...
Well, no,
really
I'm just
a matter
looking
of
like 2
gauging.
seconds back. If I only cared about the key, I would have... She wouldn't have... But it's true, she wouldn't have done this if she only cared about the key.
It's true.
I think my thought about that is the fact that it's
Actually,
earlier on.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing, because, like, obviously...
Well, how early did that happen? What week was that?
That was week 4.
A week 4? Okay.
But then
No,
Rack
it was
Grinders
week 3.
Rack
No,
Grinders was
it
week
was
7.
Yeah, that's true. So it was after.
So like progression of
It was week
relationship.
6.
Okay, so you
Oh,
think
so it was
3?
her. It was her week 3, and her week 6.
Yeah, so you think 3?
Well, if it was earlier on, then it's like more surface level stuff. The deeper stuff is stuff she like,
But how
only told us after we started to get to know her.
How exactly did the baked cupcakes thing go?
Kristen accidentally texted her saying that she forgot her brother's birthday, meaning to text somebody else, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna come over and."
And how did that overall interaction go?
It was
was
like
very
it was like sort of standard, just like sort of bickering energy at first, and then she opened up about like her family.
And then Kristen put frosting on her nose, and she was like, "What the fuck?" This is so hard.
I hope the Kimberly writers see this so they can see the
The
like
stress.
the way we're sitting
How,
here,
like terrified.
take
we are
the
to make a
shot.
choice.
Take the shot.
I think you care too, because if you didn't, then you wouldn't have.
Told me. I feel like that is a very personal thing.
It's so.
I'm leaning towards 1 now, because it's okay if she doesn't like it, we won't choose it next time.
Okay.
1.
Oh yeah.
It'll sear itself into your memory.
Yeah, exactly. I could never forget.
Oh my god.
Okay. I
Don't read it.
Hey.
Why am I saying your
Hey,
Jesus
stealing
Christ,
our
what's
lines.
happening?
I don't
The
read
stress
into
is
that.
getting to me. She falls quiet again. You already know how much she deflects and
Obfuscates.
obfuscates. It took weeks just for her to admit that she had fun in your presence. It has been fun, seeing the times where she let her snide mask slip and openly enjoy herself, only to catch herself and haughtily act like nothing had happened. But it was only fun because the more time that had passed, the easier it became. The more time you spent with each other, the more Kimberly loosened up and gave herself permission to enjoy hanging out with you. Now it feels like you've both gone backwards. You don't think she believes it was all just for the key, but maybe she doesn't want to accept the alternative, whatever that is for her. You know what it is for you. You look back at the chessboard, partly because it's your turn again, partly to give yourself a chance to think.
Hold on, let me read the... Sorry.
No,
Just need to, like, keep reading it over.
Studying the scripture.
Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And then our options are to ask ourselves.
I think we should look at Girlie.
Yeah.
You agree, Jay?
Sure. She's gone back to not looking at you, rubbing her collarbone. She outlines a starburst with her finger. This sucks. You can't let it end like this, with a miserable chess game. Tentatively, you move your king. A second later, Girlie moves her bishop.
Check.
She looks disappointed. Nah, not on your watch. After a moment of deliberation, you move your last knight in the way of the bishop. Girlie pauses.
Nat 20.
Killer strategy successfully executed.
Girlie huffs, folding her arms. But her posture actually relaxes a little. Neither of you have many pieces left to work with, but the game's not over yet.
See, a couple of your tricks have rubbed off on me.
For the briefest of moments, you think you see the corner of Girlie's mouth quirk upwards before she smothers it.
Yeah, whatever.
Blocking a check is hardly a trick. It's common sense.
She moves a different piece, but now the wheels in your brain begin to turn. Making Girlie outright admit the truth is like pulling teeth, but getting under her skin, pushing the buttons that you'd figured out make her come alive, that's way too easy. Once you manage that, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the truth. You just have to keep your king safe for long enough to do it.
Well, Kip, your move.
She scoffs, looking between her pieces and you warily, obviously suspicious of your sudden shift in attitude.
Oh, stunned into silence by my strategic brilliance? I get it.
Oh, please.
Now she just looks unimpressed, but you just grin wider as you move another piece.
If not strategic brilliance, it must be my beautiful face.
Applebee's, you are so...
She cuts herself off, snapping her mouth shut and studying the board with new fervor. It's adorable.
When you're angry.
Oh, you're really cute when you're focused like that, you know?
She hides her face, making an even more adorable choked sound of frustration.
What are you doing?
One.
Either one or two, because
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
point is
one or
that we're
two.
not trying to be direct.
Well, I feel like she's just gonna say playing the game. So maybe
For I don't
one.
know what you're doing.
For, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I'm just playing chess. That's why you asked.
I think one.
One? Okay.
Cool.
We can play chess in silence, you know.
Aw, but where's the fun in that?
You let her have a minute to compose herself, spinning a captured black pawn on the table while you wait. After a few deep breaths, Girlie lays her hands on the table, her cheeks still noticeably red, but her eyes narrowed.
Be impressed, Applebee's.
I see your game here, Kristen. You're trying to distract me, but it won't work. I'm beating you.
Yes.
Ooh, I get to be Kristen again? Not Applebee's?
You tilt your head innocently as Girlie's eyes widen before narrowing again.
No.
Too bad. It made me really happy when I realized you'd started doing it.
Girlie stares for a moment, lips pressed together tightly before she looks back down, retreating to the safety of the game between you.
Shut up. It's my turn.
It takes her far longer to decide on a move this time. For some reason, she avoids going after your king or the knight defending it at the moment, moving her own king towards the center of the board instead. When she does, Girlie leans back again. She folds her arms, fingers tapping relentlessly. Her eyes flicker away, trying to avoid eye contact again. She's much worse at it this time. No point making it any easier for her.
3, because I feel like if we say this, she'll start playing right, you know? I think 1 or 3.
I think 3.
Jay and I both leaned back and made eye contact as we said that.
She glares in an incredibly silent and broody way. Fair enough.
All right. I see how it is. Let's try something else. What are we going to do after all this?
Girlie stares at her king instead of answering, moving him closer to the corner on her turn. At least she's letting you move your king away from the pieces threatening it.
I don't want to just stop talking and hanging out with you.
That won't matter much if I do. You wouldn't be able to find me if I hid.
Riz would be able to, though.
Is that so?
That would be a great way to get Gukek stabbed.
Fair. Riz probably wouldn't do that anyway, not even for you.
I suppose. I don't think I have to worry about it, though.
Kipper doesn't answer, which you're pretty sure means that you are 100% correct.
You don't want this to end either, do you?
Kipper moves her king once more, finally making it to the corner. She just keeps staring at it, occasionally glancing at the other pieces.
There's no way you couldn't have beaten me by now. I hardly know what I'm doing.
Beginner's luck.
I'm pretty sure your knight could have boxed in my king like 3 different times.
4.
Her eyes flicker to yours for a second, wincing like she hadn't meant to say that. You just smile softly back, even though she's not looking at you anymore.
Exactly.
It's your turn.
You inwardly sigh at the continued avoidance, but make sure you move your
Make your move.
Yes. You inwardly sigh at the continued avoidance, but make your move anyway, shuffling a piece closer to Kipper Lily's king to see if that jump starts her competitiveness again. It seems to work. She perks up a little grin, starting to work with a few of her other pieces as you try your hand at being on the offensive for once. Not enough to actually win, but at least to keep things moving.
You're not being aggressive enough.
I don't think I'm a particularly aggressive person in general.
She gives you a flat look.
Whatever.
Of course, just when you want something from me.
I mean, when you know what you want, then...
You trail off, inviting her to fill in the blank with a particularly suggestive eyebrow waggle. Kipper Lily huffs and rolls her eyes back at you, idly moving her queen out of harm's way and grimacing as you take her bishop in response.
I don't get how you're so carefree. You're losing and you're still able to crack jokes so easily.
Who said I was joking?
She gives you an unimpressed look.
No, seriously, I'm not. But to get to your point, I don't really care that I'm losing to you. I don't have to be winning to enjoy myself.
That sounds horrible to me. How do you take yourself seriously?
I mean, I don't.
That earns you an eye roll.
Aren't you...
She trails off again.
Aren't I what?
Kipper Lily curls in on herself.
Nothing.
She moves a pawn forward. You move your queen next to your rook.
Look, they're buds.
Kipper Lily blinks before scoffing.
Aren't you tired of putting in so much effort just to not even win?
Like I said, winning isn't everything. Besides, I haven't lost yet. No wasted effort here.
Kipper Lily frowns, moving one of her other pawns. Idly, you block it with your own pieces.
Kip, here's the thing.
That's it.
Huh?
The game's over.
You stare down at the board. Neither of your kings are even in check, so what is she talking about?
I don't...
My king's trapped in a corner. I can't move without putting it in check by either your queen or rook, and all my other pieces are blocked by yours. I can't make a legal move. It's a stalemate. We draw.
For a moment, you're speechless. You hadn't even considered a draw. You thought Kipper Lily would have been too skilled for that to be a possibility.
But...
Kipper Lily was the one who moved her own king to the corner, allowing it to be boxed in, even before you tried pressuring her pieces. You hadn't even gone for check once.
You did that on purpose.
Kipper Lily smiles, not as smugly as you might have thought, but not as genuine as the ones you'd seen in laser tag or the escape rage room.
I've always got a last minute plan, Kristen. The game had to end eventually. I'm just I'm freaking out and I can't read.
I can't breathe. But you couldn't let yourself outright lose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, what about the key?
One of Kipper Lily's hands goes to her pocket, where you know the key is.
Thought you said you didn't care about it.
Yeah, but if we haven't settled this, then...
A second later, a metal key skitters across the chessboard towards you. When you look up at Kipper Lily, her expression is perfectly steeled. All traces of her previous frustration smoothed away.
But it was a tie.
The rule was, if I win, I keep the key. I didn't win.
She goes to stand up, but jolts back a little at the same moment that you feel one of your legs being tugged from under the table. You slip down in your chair, flailing until you manage to grab a table leg for support. You glance under the table to see Kipper Lily's tail hastily unwinding from where it had wrapped itself around your ankle. Neither of you noticed the entire time. You wonder how long it had been there before you hear Kipper Lily's chair squeak across the floor in her haste to put distance between you.
I'm leaving. Enjoy your office.
Kip, wait!
You stumble out of the chair and catch her hand, squeezing it tight.
Take it back?
Yeah, take it back. Don't be ridiculous. What was the point of all this then?
She doesn't look at you, but she doesn't try to pull her hand out of your grip, leaning away but waiting for whatever you're going to say next.
Kip, we don't need the stupid key. I love spending time with you. One.
Make the call. I was also thinking.
Okay, we'll do two.
Lily's face turns towards you, mouth opening as if to say something before snapping shut. She looks away again.
I can't, Kristen. This never works for me.
You haven't tried with me, so let's give it a chance.
Silence hangs in the air, long enough for you to know she's thinking about it, considering. Long enough for you to think that maybe she'll turn around now.
Maybe.
She pulls her hand out of your grip. You resist just enough for her to know that you didn't want to let go before allowing her to slip away. You stare at the key. Guess you should celebrate that you can get into your office now.
Fuck this! She broke up with us!
And we don't get to do the next date.
Yeah. Though I feel like it would probably end similarly.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And it's just the point is that you go back to...
Oh my god.
Actually, no. Yeah.
Well,
the
there's
point
one...
is that you go back to find her for the 8th one, if you could have an 8th one.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
So, that was a lot.
This is totally great.
I wasn't exactly expecting a final exam on lesbianism.
Look on the bright side. You have the key to the office now. You can do your job like you've been wanting to.
That's it? That's all you've got?
You're not giving me much to work with, Kristen.
I'm doing my best.
That's all I can ask for, I guess.
Fuck you, Cassandra. Alright. Let's take our girlfriend to the prom.
It just doesn't.
The spring fling approaches!
Are we gonna keep going?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hey, Girlie.
Hi, Kristen. Do you have any news for me?
I don't feel like I'm
cheating
winning. I don't feel like I'm winning.
I'm cheating on both of my girlfriends,
And I
my
lost
favorite girlfriend just broke up with me.
Like, in general, or... I think the stock market is probably up today. We're down. One of those two.
You don't know what a fiscal quarter is, but you're gonna bring up the stock market?
I don't know what a fiscal quarter is.
Obviously, when a guy named Fiscal flips a quarter.
Obviously.
Right. I mean, we learned today. So. The weather is... I actually don't know how the weather is. I haven't been outside today.
Hey, listen!
No, not that kind of news. Don't tell me you forgot.
Forgot what?
Kristen, the spring fling is right around the corner. It's so close, it's breathing down your neck.
Oh, right. No, I super remembered that. Don't worry. It'd be crazy if I hadn't.
Right. So you have a date to go with then. You've asked someone out?
Promise not to be mad?
Kristen, I don't know how to make you understand that if you don't go with a date, both of us are going to die. I'm not mad, just disappointed. For some reason that reminded me of the Murph thing where it's like, you were in Never After where it's like Gerard, you can't get mad at us. I might get mad. I'm already mad. I'm mad
To
now.
get mad and like I promise to never get mad ever again. What?
I might get mad. I'm mad now. All right.
I mean, I feel like Fig would take up worshiping Cassandra to keep her alive and on.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd take this a little more seriously.
Dating for
Cass, no, I'm sorry. I have been taking this seriously. Of course I don't want anything to happen to you. Or me. I'm just nervous. I've been spending a lot of time with a lot of different people, and it's been really nice. I've learned so much about myself and had so many wonderful experiences, and I know where and how I'll do it if I have to ask someone out.
Which you do.
Which I do. But Kaz, what if they say no?
And you ask the other one.
Ask one of your other multiple girlfriends. I don't know.
It's my bad. I mean, you've said it yourself a bunch of times, right? Sometimes I'm awkward or insensitive or rude. I don't know if I'm exactly spring fling date material.
I think you're being way too hard on yourself. You might be a little silly sometimes, sure, but Kristen, you're a catch. Just look at you. You're generous, you're kind, you're incredibly magical. Not to mention you're...
An absolute smoke show?
Exactly. Kristen, you're one of the most lovable people in the world. Take it from me. I've seen a lot of the world.
You mean that?
No doubt about it. Now go get him, Girlie.
Oh, she is an option. That's so scary.
Can we save the... It's too
No,
late to
it's
save
too late to save.
Fuck!
She wouldn't say yes.
I know, I wanted to save just to see her reject us.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see in our own time.
No? Maybe you will. Yeah.
No. Anyways, we're asking
Obviously, Lucy. God, I just feel guilty no matter what.
Yeah. Good thing I have short-term memory loss and I don't remember anything that happened before this.
Oh. Lucy's smile is wide when you open the door to let her in. She's clearly excited to explore Mordred with you today. The knots in your stomach loosen, a sense of calm washing over you at her sweet face. She steps in and reaches for you. You're already leaning forward onto your tiptoes, and you meet her halfway for the warm hug that now accompanies every greeting you share. You breathe out, letting her presence soothe you.
Hey, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Good to see you, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Lucy is blushing when you separate, and so are you. You both grin at each other for a few long seconds.
Come on, let's head to my room.
Lucy casts a longing glance at the cemetery. You laugh.
We'll go visit Zane later, I promise.
I'll hold you to that.
You reach your room, and Lucy sits on the bed. You hover at the door.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Abandoning. Oh, you run to the kitchen and grab your surprise for Lucy. You take a deep breath and straighten your shoulders, doing your best to project confidence. When you re-enter your room, you hide your hands behind your back. Lucy's eyes narrow. She tilts her head, confused.
Kristen?
Lucy, before we start exploring Mordred, there was something else I wanted to ask you.
Oh?
You take a
Will you
deep
marry
breath.
me?
Getting to hang out with you this past little while has been so much fun. I know we started off as classmates and then I was helping you figure yourself out, but I've learned so much about myself too. You're so strong and kind and brave, and spending time with you has made me a better person. And in honor of our journey, I was thinking, what if we knock one final thing off your list together?
You hold out two flowers whose stalks are intertwined, a snowdrop and a daffodil. Lucy's eyes are soft and wide, her cheeks flushed.
Kristen.
Lucy Frostblade, will you go to Spring Fling with me?
We have to succeed.
Lucy's mouth parts, and she gasps gently in surprise.
Oh. Wow.
She reaches forward and gently takes the flowers from you.
You're so sweet.
Kristen.
She's not answering!
Kristen, these are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Jay, hold me, I'm scared. I looked up the best flower shops in Elmville. They're nothing compared to the ones in your garden, though.
Lucy smiles. She lifts the flowers to her nose and inhales, closing her eyes to savor the scent. You wait anxiously, torn between watching her and saying something. You get the sense that she's thinking intently, and you try to be patient.
I can't watch.
Eventually, though, your nerves get the best of you.
Lucy, I know death is like your thing, but you're kind of killing me here.
Lucy giggles. She sets the flowers aside on the bed and walks over to you. She takes your hands in hers. Slowly, Lucy lowers her forehead to rest against yours. Your eyes flit down to her lips, then back up to meet her gaze. Her voice is as soft as snow.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh my God. Okay. Kristen Applebee's, I would love to go to Spring Fling with you.
I am having the time of my life. I love life. I love living.
Life is worth living.
Bark, another one?
Your heart stops in your chest, then picks up speed again. You think you're shaking, but you're too distracted by her eyes and the chill of her breath against your mouth to notice.
Really?
Yes, and not just because it's on my list.
You laugh, and so does she. And drawn inexorably together, holding each other close, you both lean into a kiss to seal the deal.
Yes.
We won the game.
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 Oh my god.
I'm a winner.
Okay.
See my prize. You're a loser who sits and cries. All right.
hey, it's the yellow theme. Don't call her Bill Cipher.
Baby, we couldn't even get a drink
Guys,
together.
guys.
Really, like, classic, like, older Tumblr.
Yeah, I know what
like,
you're talking
twink Bill
about.
Cipher.
The flowers.
Yeah, cute.
It's the Lucy flowers.
Oh,
Baby, we
they're
couldn't
tiny.
even get a drink
Okay.
together. Look at your
You hit
outfit.
the microphone.
Oh, sorry,
What are you
guys.
wearing?
It feels like every moment of the last few months has led up to this, and it's making you feel a little nervous. Sure, you've saved the world a time or 5, and sure, you've died and brought yourself back to life, but all of that pales in comparison to the towering threat of high school social functions. I'm so with you. It doesn't help that you've been heavily involved in planning it, either. Having that much control over something stressful would probably make most people feel better, but you know yourself, and you know that there's a decent chance you fucked up something in a major way and just haven't realized it yet.
So inspiring.
The venue looks beautiful, though. You look around the gym, admiring the tasteful streamers and exquisitely arranged flowers at each table, and can't help but feel proud of yourself. You're especially pleased with the disco ball hanging from the basketball hoop. That was an inspired choice, if you do say so yourself.
Inspired indeed.
You've been here for most of the day, overseeing decor and handling logistics and helping out wherever you were needed. Now that all the work's done, there are just a few more minutes until people start arriving for real. And that's probably what's making your heart pound in double time. You've changed into your fancy outfit. You would not recommend putting on a suit in a high school bathroom, by the way. And you open the camera on your crystal one last time to make sure nothing drastic has happened to your face or hair since 30 seconds ago when you checked it last. It hasn't. Phew. You feel a soft pressure on your forehead, a little ghostly kiss of reassurance from Cassandra, and you relax a little. It'll be fine. Probably. It's just a high school dance. What's the worst that could happen? You look dapper as hell. The room is gorgeous. The catering smells delicious. And most importantly, no matter what happens, you know you'll be spending the evening in good company. You're going to have the time of your life. Students begin filing in through the doors, and the room soon fills with excited chatter and laughter. You spot your friends in the crowd and give them a wave, making a mental note to save them a few dances too. You move to stand by the food table and grab a can of soda just to hold on to something and look busy as you nervously scan the crowd. What if Lucy changed her mind? What if she's not coming? Your stomach churns, your heart beating fast in your ears. You think you're about to be sick. And then you see her, and your heart stops. Butterflies chase away your anxiety and start to flutter in your stomach instead.
Do you think Kimberly is gonna like come out of the shadows and help us?
Oh my god, after how we left things, yes.
After how we left things, and who are we with?
Woo!
Whoa! Bah, bah. All right. Hi, Kristen.
Your voice comes out soft.
Lucy.
Hi,
Oh my
Lucy. Wow, you look beautiful.
Lucy reaches out and adjusts your collar, though you're pretty sure there's nothing there to fix. You think she just wants to touch you. You kind of want to combust right on the spot in the best way.
You look very dapper, too. So, tell me about all the fancy planning you did for this dance.
She looks so gorgeous. I'm not even looking at the text.
I'm not even reading.
You offer her your arm.
I'm just like, I'm staring.
I'm
looking.
staring.
I'm staring.
And then a bus passes by and I'm gone.
Let me treat you to some food while we do it.
Lucy laughs.
Courtesy of the school's budget this time.
Even Fabian has his limits.
You escort her to the food table and deliberate with her over which appetizers to try. There are a lot of little finger foods that Lucy manages to eat daintily, and you kind of just scarf down. They're delicious.
Man, I wish we could eat like this forever.
We should try learning some fancy food recipes.
It sounds so fun.
Lucy smiles warmly. I just noticed the jacket when it popped up like that.
Oh yeah, it's really cute.
Eventually, the DJ starts to play music, and you pull Lucy onto the dance floor. You end up shimmying along with her to a few songs, and then you're both pulled away for a few dances by your respective friends.
Like Kimberly.
As you dance with them, you're caught up in
Kimberly
that.
pulls you over and puts a gun to your head. And hi, Kristen. Boom.
As you dance with them, you're caught up in the happiness of just being a teenager for once. You catch Lucy's eye several times as you dance, and you both give each other huge grins. Somehow, you know she's thinking the same thing. You've earned this joy. Finally, just as you make your way back to each other, the lights dim and a slow song starts to play.
Dance with me?
Of course.
You wrap your arms around her waist, and her arms settle around your neck. Your forehead tilts upward to meet hers, and you can feel her breath on your mouth. You try not to stare too obviously at her lips.
So, you know what I just realized?
What?
We've knocked like a billion things off the list. Isn't that awesome?
Lucy smiles. Her eyes are suddenly intent on yours.
Have we?
What do you mean?
I wouldn't mind.
Oh my gosh. I just added one, a really important one. Kiss someone at spring fling.
Oh.
Damn. You're not ashamed to say your knees weaken a little.
Wow, that was really smooth.
I learned from the best.
You laugh, flustered. Lucy graciously lets you recover from that devastatingly attractive move.
I don't know. I don't think you've seen the
What?
There was a Lucy date where she fully like baited us. I don't think you've seen
She
it.
fully made it seem like she was gonna kiss us,
Yeah.
and then was like, huh, anyways.
It was like week 6 or something.
Fully messing with
like
us.
they're
We're
they're like 2 inches away from each other, and she's just like, Kristen, I think I want to cross something else off the list. And then she's just like, cut my hair, thanks.
It's like, oh,
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
funny joke.
Joke. When you look up again, her gaze is adoring.
I rip my shirt off and I go.
Lucy pulls you closer, and your eyes slip closed. She kisses you, soft and cool and perfect.
My Shayla.
You tighten your arms around her and kiss her back. And for a moment, that stretches into eternity. Nothing in the world exists other than you and this beautiful, brilliant, strong girl in your arms. Yay.
Guys, let's end the episode there.
You know-
It's been a good run.
We won!
We won!
We won the game!
Okay.
We
Oh, we
won
won the game.
game!
Amazing people! I was gonna read that.
Fantastic.
All of this.
Tracker, sorry we didn't see any of that.
Let's go!
okay.
Yeah!
Rodrigo, the whole team, we love you. We didn't see any Gertie, but we love you, Gertie. We saw one big,
One
oh God,
Amazing,
baby.
and we love
Baby.
you!
Lucy, 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 Lucy. Kimberly. Hell yeah.
Yeah! Oh, the little cowboy hat.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah,
Hooray.
Cassandra.
Let's go!
Oh
Yes,
my God.
background team.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Can we just scream
Yeah,
for all of them?
let's go.
Yes, development
Oh
team.
my gosh!
Yes,
Everybody's
development
team.
team.
Woo!
Yeah,
Oh,
Beautiful game.
Oh. So
Good show. Jolly good show. All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
That game was so fun.
What a delightful
I
fucking
can't wait to
game.
play it over and over for the
Yeah.
next month.
I still need to do all of the other ones.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do every single one.
Yeah.
Finn and I-
Fantastic work on this game.
It
Everybody who
is
worked
so
on
beautiful and so funny and so great. And
It's invaded our brains. We have a playlist for
we
it.
have a playlist for it. We can link the playlist.
I suppose we can.
that.
We can link the playlist. You guys can hear our playlist. Finn and I have a friendly competition to see who can
Successfully win the
Kipper-Lily's
Kipper Lily route first.
It's gonna be me
It's gonna be me.
because
It's not gonna be me.
Because
Jay's not playing. But thank you so much, Jay, for reading our narration
for
after
having
we
me.
stumbled so many times.
Thank you for I screwed up so
It's
much.
okay. It's okay.
Girl.
Listen, man, we were struggling.
All right.
Yippee!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
Farewell.
team.
Have a good night. Maybe we'll see you at the battle of the ball.
Maybe see you at the Battle of the Bulls.
And get a sticker from me.
Bye.